Hey, what's up everyone? This is DCSG 81 and today we're going to take a look at this Marvel Legends series, the Marvel War Machines from the Avengers Endgame. Okay, so this War Machine, of course, is not the latest in the market. It has been out for quite some time already, and I got it late because the reason is I'm still 50-50 about it, because I'm also waiting for the one with the Iron Patriot paints on it, which is more screen accurate to the Avengers Endgame. But I've been seeing a lots and lots of wonderful pictures with this guy, so I just can't help it, and I just get it anyway. I'm also waiting for that one, but of course, as we all know it, we not sure about all of you, but for me, I really hope s.h.figuarts will actually make him with the Iron Patriots design. I'll buy that for sure. Okay, so let's take a look at the box. So as for the box, we can see it's just the regular Marvel Legends box, how we know it. So there are some cool pictures of the War Machine right here. Of course, this is not the pictures of the figure, it's just the 3D version of it. And the same goes for this side. And so we have the informations about this War Machine. It's very cool. Yeah, you can actually read on it. Okay, and then this is actually a build-a-figure for this Hulk. This Hulk, I think a lot of people wanted it, but for me, I think I have enough Hulk. So this one is all the figures that are being released in this series. So the next one I think I'll get is Shuri, because I saw the figures on my hand and it looks very good. Okay, so let's unbox this guy. Okay, so this is the figure right out of the box. As we can see, this guy is Colossus, so huge. Okay, and he does have some weight on it, a little bit of heaviness, so we can take a closer look. So he's looking very good, as you can see, and the details are pretty amazing. Just for a Marvel Legend, I think this one is very well done. I didn't expect them to actually put so much efforts into the sculpting of the details, but you can see it's right there. I mean, if I didn't tell you, I mean, I think we can actually pass this as an s.h.figuarts. Don't you think so? Okay, the only thing that I feel kind of odd is that he just looks a little bit short-necked, like he doesn't have any neck. So let's try and take off the neck if I can. Okay, so it's a ball joint. So if it's something like this, would it be better? A little bit taller. Okay, like right now I'm resting it on the ball joint. Maybe not. Okay, so I push it back in again. Yeah, it just looks maybe just a slight taller would be better, but I think it's fine. Okay, so let's look at the details. Wow. Okay, so my very first impression when I saw the promo picture of this guy is that it just looks a little bit odd in terms of he's having a very huge upper body and then it just go downwards. It doesn't look very proportionate to me. It's like a V shape, you know. So but once I have it on hand, I do feel that it's alright. I mean, somehow the pictures we can't always trust all the pictures. You need to have it on your hands, then you will see how good it looks. And wow, okay, so even the legs, you can see they didn't just slack on it, you know. They even put some efforts on designing the armor on the legs. Looking very good, my god. So Marvel Legend is really picking up the games, and for the price, as we all know, Marvel Legend is pretty affordable, so I think they are really giving us a good good bang for our bucks here, so it's really very good. Okay, just something is missing is the maybe some weathering on the armor to make it more realistic, but I think that's too much to ask for Marvel Legends. Okay, but it still looks very good. My god. Okay, so now let's take a look into the articulations. Okay, so for the articulation, let's go through the heads first. As I mentioned, it looks a little bit short-necked, so I already foresee that it might be a little hindering, but somehow he can look pretty much to the sides and can look down okay, can look up not much. As you can see, there's some blockage here. Okay, so you can't really pose him flying poses looking up because his head can't look up at all. Okay, so for the hands, this piece is a soft rubber. Okay, but it doesn't have any joints, so it's just a piece that sticks on it. So the hands can't really go, you can go 360 degree, but you can't really pose him for 90 degrees because this piece somehow is blocking. Same goes for here. This one can, because at least it doesn't have this thing to block it at the side, but this one you see some blockage. If you want to push it further, I'm sure you can, but I'm not sure what it's going to do to this piece here, whether it will just fall off eventually. So there's a slight bisexual that you can see. And let's see the joint. It looks like a single joint elbow. Yeah, single joint elbow. So this is the best it can do. Okay, for the hands, of course you can turn, and there are some joint that you can bend forward. Okay, and for the shoulder, so the chest, we have one that you can twist. For bending, just slight, not much. And here, nope, there's only one joint on the chest, which is this portion. Okay, so there is no movement on the waist. Okay, for the legs, yep, pretty much can spread this far, not a perfect split. And there's a leg swivel. Okay, and for the knee, let's see, it's a little bit tight. Yeah, I think there's a single joint. Yeah, single joint as well, but it can go pretty far. Okay, and then for the legs, of course it can move up and down, but there's no side by side. Okay, and just like this. Okay, no side by side, and there's no toe hinge. Okay, it's just a one piece. So for me, I think this is pretty okay, except for the limited single joint on the elbow and single joint on the knee, and there's only one articulation on the chest. I think it's fine because unlike Iron Man, he's not very how do I put it, agile. What's that word? He usually he's just standing around and shooting because he's very bulky, so you rarely see him doing dynamic poses. That's War Machine for me. Okay, so now let's take a look into the accessories. Okay, so for the accessory, he only comes with 3 pieces of weapons that is supposed to mount on him. So there's 2, I believe, should be on the hand. These 2, which is there isn't much paint details there, just all black, but you can see they actually sculpted some lines on it, which looks pretty good, but it's all just painted black. And this is the shoulder cannons, so it's also painted all black except for this portion here. You can see there are some red, which looks pretty good. They should have done it for this one as well, but unfortunately they don't. It's all black. Okay, and there are some holes here. Yeah, you can see there are some holes. So I was hoping to actually give some blast effect that you can put it in. Maybe we can try to use some of the s.h.figuarts blast effect and put it on it. I'll give it a try later and I'll let you know whether it works or not. Okay, so let's see how to put it on. Should be pretty straightforward. So this is for the shoulder. Okay, and let's take a look where should, yep, so there's a hole here beneath the arm, so just put it there. Okay, so he's fully weaponized. Okay, so yeah, he's looking very badass. Oh, okay, I just noticed something, that they actually gives a different hands without interchangeable hands. So this is a fist hand, and this is something like an open hands. So frankly speaking, I do not like my figure to looks like that. You know, it's either you give a pair of fisted hand or a pair of open hands. I don't like it to be like this one looks odd, you know, and they don't give interchangeable hands. Yep, so okay, never mind. It's not a deal breaker, but it's just something that I just doesn't like it. Right, doggy? Woof, 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 woof. You want some bullets? Sorry about that. Just thought of that. Okay, so let's proceed to the size comparisons. Okay, so for the size comparison, of course, I'll compare him with the War Machine which I have. This is the one from the Mark 1 from the Hasbro. Yeah, it's from the Hasbro, but I can't tell you much because I got this very long ago. And this is actually the s.h.figuarts War Machine Mark 4, which is the latest one from s.h.figuarts. So I hope the next one they will make is this guy here, of course, with the Iron Patriot paint on it. Yep, and of course you can see they are so much smaller compared to this gigantic armor, which is looking very good. I am sure it's a little bit of larger, but it's still screen accurate, I think. Okay, so next I'll compare him with the Iron Man. Of course, this is the s.h.figuarts Mark 85, and this is the Tony Stark which I made. Not really made, I mean just custom made it. So we have the body from the Mayfax Henry Hart Kingsman, and the head of course is from the Maniple. Sorry, this one is this is the Mark 50 heads for Maniple. Okay. And next I'll compare him with the Marvel Legends Captain America, the Walmart exclusive, as well as the latest s.h.figuarts Spider-Man from the Far From Home with the upgraded suit. Right up next, I'll compare him with the Ragnarok Thor from Mesco, as well as the Mayfax Iron Spider from the Infinity War. So we can see that he's still pretty large in scale actually. And lastly, I'll compare him with the big guy since he's pretty much big himself. So this is the s.h.figuarts Thanos from Infinity War, as well as the s.h.figuarts Hulk from Infinity War as well. Okay, I forgot to compare him with this little guy here, Rocket. This is actually from the s.h.figuarts. You can see that the size is actually perfect in scale with this huge War Machine. That I'm pretty happy that he actually scaled pretty well. So I can also show you some pictures now that you can see that for the Hot Toys one, they also scale almost like this one. So I'm very happy that they are quite a pair. Okay, so since I don't have any roadie head, I'm just going to try on some of the heads that I have, which this one is the Nota head for the latest head from Nota Studio. It's looking a little bit too small actually for this huge armor, but let's take a look at the one from the Maniples. So because the rubber is still inside, I need to get it out because these have a the Marvel Legends actually have a huge ball joint. Let's see, it's pretty hard. Okay, so now we have a huge hole here to accommodate the ball joint. So again, similar to the have Nota. This is also looking pretty small just for the heads. Maybe you can try with another one. Just give me a moment. So let's try with this Tony Stark head, which is from the 80th anniversary ones, which is also from Marvel Legends. Let's see if the ball joint works. Oh, okay, it works. And now this looks very good. Okay, so we need a Marvel Legends head to match with the Marvel Legends figure. Okay, so sometimes it does work, you know, because I do I've forgotten which ones. I think it's the Black Panther Marvel Legends head that I can put it on my s.h.figuarts Black Panther body, which match pretty well. So but somehow the other heads cannot match with the Marvel Legends body. So this looks pretty good though. Okay, so before I forget, I actually mentioned that I'm going to try on some blast effect from s.h.figuarts, but I just remember that I have this blast effect that's from the 80th anniversary for the classic Alex Ross Iron Man. So let's see if it works. Okay, since both of them are actually from Marvel Legends, so let's hope it works. Wow, okay, so it fits quite perfectly, I would say. Okay, so it works. Now this looks pretty good, don't you think? Okay, wow, okay, I'm pretty happy now. It looks very good. Okay, so my final verdict for this big guy here is I'm very happy with the sculpt. It's just like I said earlier, is the s.h.figuarts sculpt details level is very good, and it does have some weight. Like I said earlier, so it doesn't feel like a cheap plastic or anything like that. It actually feels very heavy. And for the price point, since we all know that Marvel Legend is affordable, so I think this is a very good buy. I'm definitely recommending you to get this one. Except for the skill, he's actually pretty off if you want to place him together with all your s.h.figuarts. But again, this is a big guy, so I mean, he's a war machine after all, so I don't think it's a bad thing that it looks bigger than the rest. Yep. So I think he looks fine because this is like the added armor, so he looks even taller. I think it's pretty normal. So other than that, the guns, the armor actually is all given, so it's all good, except for the fact that he doesn't comes with any roadie heads. I think that's too much to ask for maybe, and also the lack of articulation at some places. And also the head, actually now it looks pretty okay. Somehow just now I feel that it looks like he have no neck, but somehow now it looks just fine. Okay, so I'm actually giving him probably a 9.5 out of 10 because I really love him. So he's looking very good. I can't wait for the other ones to come out with the Iron Patriot paints on it. I'm definitely going to get that, and I'll actually do a comparison, of course. So yep, this is all. What do you think about this figure? You can actually let me know if you have it as well. Do share your views with me on the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this review, and also subscribe to my channel if you like my content so far. And until then, I'll speak to you very soon. Bye.